Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another very interesting session of Candid Meena. And hope you guys had a very nice weekend. So today, in today's session, we'll be discussing a lot of interesting news. The very fact that Alia Bhatt, uh, eh, her film Jigra was a huge flop, and we all know that. And now she's changing her strategy. So how exactly she's changing her strategy? We'll be discussing that. Also, the fact that the Sabarmati report is going to release Ekta Kapoor's film Balaji telefilms, and there's a lot of controversy with regards to that particular film, and also the actor Vikrant Masi, and also we head towards Maharashtra election is closing in right by November 20th. We'll be knowing, who is going to win, right? So, friends, coming to the first piece of news, and as we all know, Jigra was a huge flop, and the best person who knows all the details of how well this film did was Divya Khosla, right, and wife of Bhushan Kumar. So she, clearly pointed out, and she pointed out that the film theaters were empty for this particular film of Alia Bhatt, and all the figures were inflated. And now Alia Bhatt, she is changing her strategy. So how exactly? Now Alia Bhatt acted in Jigra, which was produced by Karan Johar, and that didn't leave a big mark at the box office. And it was directed by Vasan Bala, and he has deactivated his Twitter account or X account. And now, as per reports, she is in advanced talks. Alia Bhatt is in advanced talks to come on board for Nag Ashwin's Kalki 2898 AD. Okay. And Ashwin has crafted a script focused on a very powerful female lead, a character that demands emotional intensity and depth, which is made for Alia Bhatt. So you see how this particular guy Nag Ashwin, he has made a film, which is custom made for Alia Bhatt, right, with a very powerful female lead. So now Kalki 2898 AD is about Lord Vishnu. It's a mix of mythology and science fiction. It has a lineup which includes Prabhas, Amitabh Bachchan, Kamal Hassan, Deepika Padukone, Dulquer Salman. So, and this will have international standard VFX in this particular film. We all know how, what a horrible film Kalki was, right? And now they have a Kalki Part 2. And they are, making film roles exclusively for Alia Bhatt. So you can see the kind of power that Mahesh Bhatt has even now, uh, not only in the Bollywood film industry but also in the South Indian film industry, because you have Alia Bhatt who acted in RRR in Telugu film industry, and she had just 5 to 10 minutes of screen time, if you remember, right? And but still she got the role. That is because she's the daughter of Mahesh Bhatt, right? So this is how things are being put in play. And so, friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit the like button and share this video with your friends, and subscribe. So now, coming to the next piece of news, friends. And now you have actress Ananya Nagala. She got defensive when asked about the casting couch in the Telugu film industry. When a reporter asked her about how the casting couch is there in the Telugu film industry, and the actor called allegations of all the female actors facing casting couch bullshit. A reporter in the press conference claimed that whenever a female actor is given a chance in the Telugu film industry, they are asked for some sort of commitment. The reporter also claimed to have been told by the industry insiders that non-disclosure agreements are signed for it, and the actor's salary also depends on whether they agree to these particular terms or not. Ananya got defensive and said, "How are you so sure about this quest? No, it's not there." and it's 100% wrong. I have never faced it. I can't deny that it might happen in the industry, but we always tend to look at only the negative side. And to say no one gives opportunities without commitment is bullshit, apologizing for using a cuss word. The actor replied, like, how are you basing your opinion on the industry on what you have heard? I'm basing it on what I've experienced. This comes at a time when the Malayalam film industry has been exposed thanks to the Hema Committee report, and many actors, getting FIRs, getting complaints from various, brave young actresses in Malayalam film industry, and exposing the whole actors. So welcome, Nina. People will get locked with an overdose of Alia Bhatt. Yes, Nina ji. So coming to the next piece of news, friends, and as we all know, the Maharashtra election is just around the corner, and we have MVA, the Mahavikas Agadi, making all sorts of plans to somehow come to power, right? And this is very, very, alarming indeed. We know that during the reign of the Mahavikas Agadi, how the SSR murder happened. That case was not solved, and how Parambir and Waze messed it up, and how the Palgar Sadhu case happened, and how Arnab Goswami was arrested. So all this happened during the reign of Mahavikas Agadi, and people in Maharashtra have a huge responsibility in casting their vote for the safer party, I must say, at this point of time, because even BJP, who is in power with Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar, they still are not doing anything about the SSR and Disha Salian case, right? What are they doing, right? There's no update on the CBI as well as the SIT, which was formed exclusively for to investigate Disha Salian case, right? Now the Ranes are also very silent on that particular matter. So now coming to this, how the election preparations are going on. Mallikarjun Kharge released a joint manifesto for Mahavikas Agadi outlining a series of welfare measures for the state. And apparently, there are some key promises in the manifesto, which they have promised a monthly financial aid of 3,000 rupees for women in Maharashtra under the Mahalakshmi scheme, along with free bus rides, an amount of 50,000 rupees each to farmers who repay their loans on time, a commitment to conducting a caste-based census and removing the 50% cap on reservations to increase opportunities for underprivileged communities. Youth, seeking jobs will be given a 4,000 rupee monthly stipend. Health insurance scheme of 25 lakh rupees started by Ashok Gehlot in Rajasthan to be implemented in Maharashtra, as well as along with free medicines. Voting for 288 seat Maharashtra Assembly is scheduled on November 20th, and the results are going to be announced on November 23rd. And this particular release, Karge said that the five pillars for progress and development of Maharashtra is based on farming and rural development, industry and employment, urban development, environment, and public welfare. So now you can see how the freebie politics is being put into play. We saw this in the case of how the Karnataka elections they won, right? Congress won the Karnataka election, the last one, because of the freebie politics. They offered free bus rides for women and many concession on electricity, free units of electricity. So all this freebie politics, which Congress is using to win elections across various states, now they're going to implement the same strategy in Maharashtra. Now, if the Maharashtra people uh, is going to fall for it, is something we will have to wait and see on November 23rd, when the election results will be out. So this is how things are being put into play, and BJP, along with Eknath Shinde, along with Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar, they have a huge thing. They have to. How will they handle the situation is something which remains to be seen, and how the effect of Modi ji's rallies in Maharashtra. Is that going to play a large picture? Is it going to affect the voting pattern in Maharashtra also? Will there be a Modi wave in Maharashtra? Because in Lok Sabha election, BJP didn't do well, right, in Maharashtra. So all these things we will have to wait and see as to how things conclude on November 23rd. Welcome Sukanya ji, welcome Gloria ji. Nice to see you. So friends, tomorrow we will be having Rajgopalan ji as well, and he will be analyzing the Maharashtra election, and it will be live on at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that particular very interesting session because you get insights that no one has in advance. So make sure to tune in for that. So coming to the next piece of news, friends, and apparently we have Kangana Ranaut and Anupam Kher. He acted in this particular film called Vijay 69, and he talked about emergency, which in which Kangana Ranaut is playing the role of Indira Gandhi. And in this particular conversation, Anupam promised in a confident tone that once the film is out, the audience will forget all the bad memories related to the film. And Kangana is the best one to answer that. There are ups and downs, but she has made a brilliant film. Ups and downs do happen, but when the film will release, people will forget all the controversies. Now, as all of you know, that the emergency film was slated to release in October, November 2023, but it was rescheduled to release on June 2024 of 14 June. And later, because of election, it got pushed to September 2024. On August 30th, Kangana Ranaut claimed the film was being denied a certificate by the CBFC or the censor board due to external pressures. The government of Telangana also considered a ban on this film due to objections raised by Sikh community members. Later, the film was postponed due to these reasons. Now, Kangana Ranaut broke the news of the emergency being finally cleared by the censor board, the CBFC, and it was announced by her handle. So you can see how it is hypocrisy, right? You have Bollywood films making fun of Hindu religion, and just like Pathan and Jawan, and all those films, they didn't have much trouble from the censor board, and they just got clearance. You have a handful of films of Akshay Kumar as well, which made fun of Sanatan Dharm. Uh, those kind of films, they don't have any problem with the censor board. Adi Purush as well, right? Which had all these, the great mythical character, the great characters of Ramayana, right? Including Bhagwan Ram and Ravan, all looking like Mughal characters, and the censor board had no problem with certain scenes of the film as well. So it is hypocrisy at its best, is how I would sum it up. So coming to the next piece of news, and this is quite interesting, is that when it comes to Salman Khan's case and Baba Siddiqui, Salman Khan's case is always dealt very efficiently when it comes to a Bollywood superstar. Now, in a breakthrough, Mumbai police and Uttar Pradesh STF on Sunday arrested the wanted shooter Shiv Kumar in NCP politician Baba Siddiqui murder case, along with four other people. The STF and Mumbai Crime Branch arrested the shooter Shiv Kumar and his four protectors from Nanpura in Barak district. Additional Director General of Police of UP Police Amitabh Yash told reporters in Lucknow. Mr. Yash said that Shiv Kumar was trying to flee to Nepal. The four others, namely Kashyap, Gyan Prakash Tripathi, Akash Srivatsava, and Akhilendra Pratap Singh, have been arrested for sheltering Shiv Kumar and helping him flee to Nepal. The Mumbai police have said that Lawrence Bishnoi, younger brother Anmol, is believed to be living in Canada, was allegedly behind the murder, but the motive was not clear. So when it comes to politicians, when it comes to film stars, when it comes to Bollywood superstars, We have all the the police force. We have all the central agencies, acting overtime efficiently and very fast in finding the perpetrators. But when it comes to people like Jia Khan, Sushant Singh Rajput, and many others, right, who died mysteriously, justice is not served, and justice is delayed. So this is the sad state of affairs, and let's see how we hope that things do progress for the good. So, friends, one more thing which is very interesting to note is that the Sabarmati report is expected to release soon. And in a recent podcast, Vikrant Masi shared his opinion on the current state of Hindus in the country and oppression in this country faced for centuries. And Vikrant said we need to understand that we are a very young nation. It's only 76 to 77 years old. After so many years of oppression, the Mughals came, the Dutch came, and the British came. After hundreds of years, we received a so called independence, but was that really independence? We got stuck in the colonial hangovers that they left behind. So, my belief is that today Hindus finally have reached a position where they can demand the identity in their own country. That identity, the concept of identity, we never pay attention to it. The concept of sentiment, many of the world's greatest wars have been driven purely by sentiment. Most of the major decisions we make are driven by how we feel. He continued, even if a war continues today between two countries, it depends on how the king or prime minister of that particular nation or kingdom feels about it. So apparently now our regional language, our culture, our festivals, our identity, we want to embrace it fully, especially the Hindus, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, I do agree with him on that point, right? And but at the same time, it is Ekta Kapoor who's behind this particular film, the Sabarmati Report, and one has to really wonder, right, why the director of this particular film was changed at the last moment, right? You have, the Ranjan Chandel was replaced by Dheeraj Sarna in this particular, film, the Sabarmati Report. What is it that made, Ranjan Chandel, why was he replaced, right? Was Ekta Kapoor not happy with certain, shots of that particular film? And is this particular film, is it based 100% factually as to what really happened in the Godra riots, or is it a bit of fiction as well? So all these things, we have a lot of questions, and this film will release on 15th of November on cinema, and it is produced by Shobha Kapoor, Ekta Kapoor, and so what is the reason that Ekta Kapoor is releasing this film on the Godhra train burning incident, and what took place in that particular morning? Is she trying to get some sort of award, from the government, right? Is she being influenced by a particular politician that, if you take, films based on, national politics or, army or anything which is supporting the Hindu religion, that, people will go out, spend their money and watch it in the theaters? Is that also, how Ekta Kapoor is trying to view this particular situation and choose the topics for her films? So this is something which we will have to wait and see, and how the people, whether people will actually go and watch this film in the theaters. We know how Jigra flop and Karan Johar, went almost bankrupt, and he had to get the help of Poonawalla for getting getting some sort of bail, right? So this is how things are being played at the moment. So, friends, this is all the news for today, and we will call this a wrap. And we will see you tomorrow once again. Until then, Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.